Hi everyone, it's Matthew. Welcome back to my channel. Golden Globe predictions. They're coming up. They're they're gonna be in less than 4 months. Can you believe that?
The nominations come out in like a little under 3 months.
Yeah, in
Yep.
December. I am joined by Faris and Owen.
Hello.
Faris, you start. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Faris. I love film. It's my number one passion. I like talking about film, and I also like speculating about film awards. And in general, I've been on a couple streams before. You might have seen me. So thank you for having me. This is gonna be fun.
Thank you so much for joining, Owen.
Yeah, I'm Owen. I run a website blog, Lights, Camera, Film Reviews. I'm active on Twitter and stuff like that. I love covering awards and stuff like that, and glad to be here today.
Thank you so much for joining. There's links to both of their stuffs in the description below. Show them some love. They're both amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining. And yeah, we're going to talk about Golden Globes. First off, something interesting. The person who directed the Oscars is producing the Golden Globes this year.
Yeah. Also, is it, you know more about this than I do? Is it a new voting body, or is it just the same voting body but
New
under
voting body.
Yeah,
a new voting body?
The company that bought the Golden Globes run Variety, Magazine, Deadline, all those major websites, Gold Derby. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming that all those people will be voting instead, because they completely
right.
broke apart the Golden Globes. I want to say like branched, like you know what I mean.
Yeah, I don't know necessarily if there's a definitive answer on who's voting yet, but we'll see.
I think that for sure we could get even crazier than we normally would.
Yeah, for sure.
True.
All right, so we're going to be starting with picture drama. I'm going to start off by saying we probably have the same four, and then the fifth spot is where it'll get interesting. Killers, Killers of the Flower Moon. I forgot I had to be specific on that. Maestro, Oppenheimer, Past Lives.
Yeah, I have that same top four.
And you have the same four?
I do, in a little different order, but yeah, I do.
And then in my fifth spot, I'm half Ferrari. It's them. They loved Rush. They absolutely.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
That's true. That is true.
It has kind of the reviews are kind of lukewarm, but like okay, the category's barren enough to where I wouldn't call you insane for that. Like that's fine. I do have that same top four, and like I have it in a different order. I have Oppenheimer winning, then Killers, Past Lives, Maestro. I think those four are in. And then for number 5, I have Across the Spider-Verse, because I have that movie getting nominated for Best Picture. And I think the Globes like blockbusters a lot. And typically when one gets in Best Picture at the Oscars, it also gets Drama Picture there. See Black Panther, Dune, Top Gun. I think it could happen for sure.
Yep. And for me, I have Anatomy of a Fall. I think that different awards body this year, possibly some more like entertainment journalists, maybe some critics in there. But I think, I don't know, I think it's strong this award season. Sandra Hüller will probably get in for a drama actress. Possibly, but that's my. But those other four, I think, are also secured.
Yeah,
I think those four.
Yeah, it's a secure 4, and just the fifth slot that could really go anywhere.
Past Lives does not feel like a Golden Globes movie. Any other year, I would agree with you, but this category is so empty that I think Past Lives.
Yeah, and then they went for Coda over being the Ricardos, which is kind of crazy to me, because being the Ricardos is such Globes bait.
And being the Ricardos got more nominations than Coda.
Yeah, that's right.
So like I don't think Past Lives is going to perform amazingly here. I have it missing a couple of categories. I have it actually getting in at the Oscars, but yeah.
I have 3 nominations altogether for Past Lives.
Yeah.
And I think it'll do more at the Oscars way better.
Yeah.
Let's do picture comedy, then we'll break down the acting.
Oh, Matthew, I don't know if you were here for this, Owen, but you told me you have a huge snub here. All right.
Oh,
I
okay.
kind of want to save the best for last. So how about I go, then Owen goes, then you go?
Yes.
Sure. All right.
Comedy picture, I have in the order from least likely to most likely to win. Number one, I have Barbie winning, just because that's the sensation of the year. I think that is something the Golden Globes go for the win, maybe. But number two, I have The Holdovers, because they go for Green Book. They while Belfast didn't win drama picture, it still won screenplay. So I could definitely see the Golden Globes giving The Holdovers the win. It feels like that kind of movie. Number three, I have Poor Things. I think it could win Best Picture at the Oscars, but I don't think it would win here. But I think it could win here, but I don't know for sure. I think those three are going to get in, and Matthew, you told me have one of them getting snubbed.
I do. I'm not telling you which
Number
one.
4, I have American Fiction. Don't think that's in it to win, but I think especially after that People's Choice win, I think that shows it's very strong, and I think it will get in here. And number 5, I've heard poor test screening reaction for The Color Purple, but I think just because how much the Globes love their musicals, and they don't even really care about reviews when you consider Hugh Jackman got in for The Sun last year.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
I do have The Color Purple in for that 5th slot. I'm definitely looking out for Air, because that also feels like something they would go for. But I have it out for now just because these other movies are more like in the conversation. Air kind of came and went. So I have it out for now, but I definitely think that could happen.
Yeah, definitely. I have the same 5, but in a different order. I think at number 1, I have Poor Things, really good reactions. I also think that it's a possibility. I think it's top 2 between Oppenheimer and Poor Things right now for Best Picture at the Oscars. But maybe it's something they go for. But also Barbie is number 2. Same rationale. It seems like a very, very Globes pick. 3, I have Holdovers. Really, I've heard really good things out of TIFF and stuff like that. I have at 4 The Color Purple. I think it's just the Globes love their they love their musicals, as we know. And then at 5, I have American Fiction. Also heard good things. There's a possibility. Jeffrey Wright will get in, I think, at the Globes, but I'm not sure about the Oscars yet. But it will definitely be here, I think, for comedy musical.
All right. Pranks and Cat says Matthew is not going to have Poor Things in. I know it. You are right. I do not think Poor Things.
Wow.
I do not think the Golden Globes will go for it.
Okay.
Do that mean I think other bodies won't? No. I think other award bodies will be fine. But something is telling me Poor Things will not do well at the Globes, and that will be the big shock that everyone will talk about that morning.
I mean, it's possible. Nobody expected Women Talking to do garbage at the Globes, and then it did. So, and the Globes are crazy. So maybe, I'm not gonna call you insane, but that is definitely a huge risk.
And it's a risk I'm gonna take. I have one nomination for it, only one.
Okay, and we can all infer that's in comedy actress.
All right. So this is in alphabetical order. I do mine alphabetical, the way they're gonna announce it, the nomination morning. So this is no particular order. American Fiction, Barbie, The Color Purple, The Holdovers, Wonka. I can see the Globes going for that movie, and you know it's true by that smile there.
I mean, they went for The Greatest Showman.
Exactly my point.
Big
musical coming out around Christmas. Timothy Chalamet is definitely going to get nominated comedy actor.
Yeah, unless the movie's terrible. But...
And I'm not even hearing that. Plus, it's from the guy who made Paddington.
Yeah. So I think
it's not going to be that bad.
By the way, I think there's a very obvious top 5 in comedy actor, and I'd be kind of shocked if you guys went against it. But we'll save that for later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
definitely.
So I'm thinking we'll do drama actress and actor first, then we'll do comedy actor and actress, and then
Okay.
we'll go on from there. Let's start with drama actress, shall we?
Okay.
Sure.
All right. First off, I'm pretty sure the three of us have Gladstone, Lee, and Mulligan. No
Yep.
particular order, but we definitely have those
Yep.
three.
Yeah.
I think Mulligan could win here, not the Oscar, but here I think is very
Maybe. Maybe.
could
But
be in
I,
the Will come in and be in the Ricardos type situation. They go for like a big kind of cheesy role in a biopic,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
that type
Yeah,
of thing.
sure.
If not, I could see Gladstone winning here too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
Mhm.
Gladstone winning right now.
Lee's competing for third place here. I'm sorry, she just is. And then I have Ingenue Ellis for Origin.
Okay.
I'm hearing great stuff about it, and it's neon too, so you can't ignore it when it's released by Neon.
True. But yeah, I've
And
heard mixed, but yeah.
I've heard very mixed things on Origin.
But I have heard the
I've heard some
performances
people
are good.
some people really love it,
I've
but
heard
others really didn't.
I've heard that she's been great in a movie that's mixed, and we've seen it before.
Yeah, that's
performances in
true.
mixed
That's
movies.
That
true.
is true. Yeah.
Especially in this category that's very empty. Let's be honest here. Like besides the top three, and like anything can go with them.
Yeah.
And I have Kaylee Spiney for Priscilla and Princella in my last spot. I do not have Sandra.
Okay.
I could see her getting in here, but I'm not predicting it right now.
I could see her being a big snub. Like I okay, if any of the top four, in my opinion, got snubbed, I think it would be her. But the fact that Isabelle Huppert won here, I and this performance is just as, if not even more, respected and acclaimed. I think she's gonna be in here. I have Gladstone winning, but Mulligan could maybe win. Greta Lee, don't think she's gonna win, but I think she'll be in. I do have Sandra Hüller, and at fifth slot, taking a big risk, I'm gonna say Jodie Comer for the Bike Riders.
I can see that.
Okay.
Because I feel like that's not Searchlight. That's 20th Century Studios, and that they're distributing under Disney. And with that power behind the campaign, plus the goodwill that Jodie Comer has had for a first nomination for a while now, I could just definitely see that happening. Also in the trailer, it looks like she's kind of transforming, like not prosthetics, but like it's kind of hard to tell it's like her, you know what I mean? I feel like it's a performance the Globes could go for.
I agree with that.
True. I have the same four. I have Gladstone winning as well. Mulligan second. But for my fifth slot, I have Natalie Portman for May December. So that's my fifth slot. Anything can happen at the Globes, though.
Yeah, I think May and December go drama helps Portman, especially since comedy actress is looking like a bloodbath.
Yeah.
Especially in terms of wins, but we'll see. Now, drama actor. Here we go.
Okay.
First off, I think we have the same three: Bradley Cooper, Coleman Domingo, Cillian Murphy. Like, those three are safe. I have Adam Driver for Ferrari.
I mean, if you're predicting that in drama picture, yeah.
And Joaquin Phoenix for Napoleon.
Okay.
I've been predicting him since April. And some of my April predictions did come true last year. Baz Luhrmann and director. Elvis.
Oh, you predicted Baz Luhrmann for director?
I predicted both Jamie Lee Curtis and Angela Bassett back in April.
Really?
That's
Wait,
crazy.
Angela Bassett in April before the trailer even released?
I'm serious.
No way. Okay.
That's crazy.
But yeah, my biggest though was Hilary Swank in TV drama actress. That was the big. Everyone's like, "How did you get that?"
That's crazy.
Well, but Joaquin Phoenix, big star in a biopic, and it's gonna be the Apple's main push, besides Killers of the Flower Moon.
Okay. Before you said besides Killers, I was like, wait,
but yeah, I really think Joaquin Phoenix is gonna get in. even if the top four is expected, I could see Phoenix in that fifth spot.
Yeah.
Possibly.
So you have DiCaprio getting snubbed. It'd be a really, really like Robert De Niro and The Irishman.
Which is why I'm thinking of.
If one of the 4 Best Picture nominated guys gets snubbed at the Oscars, I think it would be DiCaprio getting snubbed before Giamatti gets snubbed.
Oh, definitely.
Because I think Giamatti's in. But that's kind of beside the point. For drama actor at the Globes, I have Bradley Cooper, Coleman Domingo, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Cillian Murphy. All of those I think are going to happen. I could maybe see a crazy snub for DiCaprio, but I'm not going to go there yet just because of how many people are saying it's like his best performance or one of his best performances.
Yeah.
Fifth slot, I think could go anywhere. I do see the case for Joaquin Phoenix, like you said, but I'm going to go with Michael Fassbender for The Killer. And because I've heard he's really good in that, and it's one of his best performances. And it's David Fincher, and he actually has a better track record with the Globes than he does even the Oscars. So I just could see that happening.
Okay, yeah, true.
What about you?
Possibly. I have the same 4. I have Murphy, Domingo, DiCaprio, and Cooper. I think there's definitely a case that DiCaprio could get snubbed. And for my fifth slot, kind of up in the air, is Andrew Scott for All of Us Strangers. A lot of buzz on his performance.
There is, but I just don't think the Golden Globes would be cool enough to do that. Like it's like Paul Mescal and Aftersun got into the Oscars, but not even the 5 for drama.
That's true. We'll see.
You know?
Yeah, that's true. That is very true.
So I feel like it's just kind of an indie movie that I don't really see the Globes reaching out for, you know? I definitely could see him getting a BAFTA nomination, though.
I definitely think Past Lives is the main indie push. Like that's the one indie movie that is gonna get in all the way.
Yeah.
All right, comedy actors. Here we go. We have the same 3, and no doubt Margot Robbie, Emma Stone, Fantasia.
Yep.
How you slice it, you have those 3.
Yeah.
And then I have Halle Bailey for The Little Mermaid.
Definitely. That's definitely fair.
And I'm taking a risk. Sandra Oh for Quiz Show.
I heard.
Searchlight.
I don't really hear that much about it. I know it premiered at TIFF. I heard some people say it was good, but I didn't hear that much buzz about it.
It's one of those movies that's like, hey, where did that come from, and why did they nominate them?
That could maybe be a thing. Maybe.
But I feel like those 2 spots are empty, and usually they love to go crazy in those spots. So no matter who gets in, it's gonna shock you.
Yeah,
sure.
I have that same top 3. I have Emma Stone winning right now, and Margot and Fantasia I think are going to get in. 4 and 5. This is actually a category where my predictions have not changed since I last talked to you, Michael. No, Matthew. Sorry. Sorry. I have Ayo Edebiri for Bottoms and Abby Ryder Fortson for Are You There, God, It's Me, Margaret, because if you remember, Haley Steinfeld got in for Edge of 17, and Ayo Edebiri for Bottoms, I think just has a lot of praise, and she's had an amazing year, so.
It's true.
So I definitely can see that.
Someone just mentioned that in the comments.
Wait, mentioned what?
Io and Bottoms.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she definitely has a good case to make.
I agree.
Yep. Same top 3. I have Abby Ryder Fortson as well.
Okay, so I'm not alone on that.
Yeah, no, I think that it's possibly, I don't know. I feel like the bottom 2 slots are kind of like bare this year. It could be like anyone, I think. I don't know. I like Ayo.
We have a number
I
5.
like Halle. I don't know. I really don't know. I think it could go either way. I think it's I like those 2 picks that you mentioned though. Ayo's definitely strong. Great year. Really loved her performance at Bottoms. And Tally, of course, Bailey for The Little Mermaid was definitely really good and could get some love, but who knows?
Yeah.
All right. I just wanted to look up in Gold Derby real quick who they have for drama actress in those two, comedy actress in those two spots. So number 4 is Jennifer Lawrence for No Hard Feelings.
I could see that.
Yeah.
See that, but I feel like Bottoms has kind of taken over as the comedy
Of the summer.
of the summer.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And the last one they have Julia Louis-Dreyfus for You Hurt My Feelings. The movie's too small.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. It would definitely have to get a big push.
Yeah.
Later on in the year. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, they have Abby in there for Are You There, God's Me, Margaret.
And number 6?
Eve Hearson for Fiona and Son is number 7.
I could see that.
And then Io for Bottoms is number 8.
Number 8, that's really low. That's a lot lower than I thought she'd be. I thought she'd be at least number 6.
All right, it is time for comedy actor.
I have a top 5 here that I honestly think is just perfect. And I know
you can go first.
Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna go alphabetically. Yeah. I have Timothée Chalamet for Wonka, Matt Damon for Air, Paul Giamatti for The Holdovers, Glenn Powell for Hitman, and Jeffrey Wright for American Fiction.
We only have 4. We have 4.
Okay, who are you predicting gets snubbed? Oh.
Well, Glenn Powell.
Oh, okay.
I have Paul Dano for Dumb Money.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The dumb test screen, the bad test screening reactions didn't even come true on that. The people like that movie. I can see that. Yeah. I think Glenn Powell has so much praise though that if it comes out this year, if Netflix dates it for this year, then I think he would get in.
Yeah, that's the big thing.
I'll give you an alternative pick if it doesn't come out this year. I could definitely see Nicolas Cage for Dream Scenario, because I've heard some people say it's one of his best performances, and I don't know if that's true, but I think he could definitely make a case for a comedy nomination at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. I actually have the same 5 as Matthew. I think that it's actually I have Dano in the 5th slot. I think it's kind of up in the air, and I think that Powell actually might have a shot, just because of like all the reactions I've heard. But I think Giamatti is probably the number 1 here.
Yeah, I think Giamatti is winning. I could maybe see an upset for Jeffrey Wright, but I wouldn't go there yet. I think The Holdovers, it's gonna win something at the Globes, right?
Yeah, I think Jeffrey Wright is the only competition Giamatti really has.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep, agreed.
So here's something interesting. You said Glenn Powell, was that right?
Yeah, for Hitman.
He's not even on Gold Derby.
Yeah, I think it's just because it's not confirmed for this year, so they're not adding him in until then.
Yeah,
not sure.
What's interesting is Paul Dano's number 6.
Who's number 5?
Jamie Foxx for The Burial.
Wait, that's comedy? Oh, then he could definitely get in. But I thought that was a drama.
Nope, it's a comedy.
Interesting.
So I found that interesting. All right, do you want to do supporting actor or supporting actress first?
I want to do supporting actress first.
Yes, I do too.
Yeah. There I'm taking risks. I have Danielle Brooks and Taraji P. Henson for The Color Purple. I have Viola Davis in Air. I have Penelope Cruz for Ferrari. That's actually one nomination I probably share with you, Matthew. And for the 5th slot, I got Divine Joy Randolph for The Holdovers.
All right. Owen, you go, and then I'll go last.
Yeah, sure. I have Divine Joy Randolph at number 1. I think I don't know. I've heard really good things, but I think 2 is Danielle Brooks. I think those are probably now with Gladstone out at the Oscars.
Never mind. I forgot about Emily Blunt for Oppenheimer.
I have Emily Blunt for Oppenheimer.
Yeah, that's my 3 is Emily Blunt.
I'd replace her with replace either Taraji P. Henson or Penelope Cruz. No, actually replace Viola Davis with her because I don't have air getting comedy.
In my tweet, I think I was going crazy. I actually don't
So-
think Emily Blunt's going to win. We'll talk about that in a second.
So let me just do it again. Emily Blunt, Danielle Brooks, Taraji P. Henson, Penelope Cruz, and Divine Joy Randolph. That's what I have.
Yeah. So, for me, it's Divine Joy Randolph, Danielle Brooks, Emily Blunt, Julianne Moore for May December. I don't know. I guess I'm going all in on May December, getting
Go for it.
2 acting nominations, but we'll see. And I also have Viola Davis for Air. I think that if anything, the Globes will do it.
Yeah. I have Emily Blunt, Danielle Brooks, Viola Davis, Divine Joy Randolph, and I have Rosamund Pike for Saltburn.
Wait, you have Ferrari in drama picture, but you don't have Penelope Cruz?
Wait. Oh, I missed. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Penelope Cruz. I
Because
forgot.
I've heard Penelope Cruz is like the standout of that movie.
All right, I'm gonna take a.
Yeah.
I'll take a Viola Davis for. Yeah, for Penelope Cruz because I really think Rosamund Pike is gonna pull a Globes only nomination.
I
It
could
seems like
maybe see that.
lately. It seems like lately
It's a
that's
possibility.
I feel like, yeah, maybe because she got in for something in drama actress. I don't
a
even know.
Private War.
Private War, yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah,
nobody
that's right.
talked about that. So.
Is she won for I Care a Lot? So.
Oh yeah. So they like her. So maybe.
Yeah,
But I
Sure.
have both Color Purple women getting in here, but I only have Danielle Brooks getting it at the Oscars.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
That's
but
I my predictions for here are 3 out of 5 with the Oscars. I have Penelope Cruz and Taraji P. Henson missing at the Oscars.
ooh,
But that's kind of another conversation.
true.
okay. So you guys have to hear what Gold Derby has.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
So first off, Randolph, Blunt, and Brooks. Those are the number 3. Those are the
those
top
3 I have at the Oscars.
in
Those
that
make
order.
sense.
In that order, if I may add. Number 4, Jodie Foster for Naiad.
Oh God, they could do that.
Wow.
They could do that.
They could do that, though.
Number 5, Julianne Moore for May December.
Okay, yeah.
6 is Taraji P. Henson. 7 is Penelope Cruz. 8 is America Ferrera for Barbie.
I have America Ferrera getting it at the Oscars.
Yeah. Viola Davis is number 9, believe it or not.
Wow. I did
That
take her
seems-
out when I realized I forgot Emily Blunt, but
Yeah.
if Air gets comedy picture, absolutely I think she would get in.
Yeah.
It definitely seems like a Globes thing for
Yeah.
Viola Davis to get in.
Yeah. And she's absolutely gonna get SAG, I'll just say that.
Oh, God, yeah. I don't doubt that for a second.
Yeah.
All right. Best supporting actor. This one
Supporting actor. Okay, I have you can go first, Matthew.
All right. I think we have 2 the same, and then I think that's when we all differ from there.
Ooh, okay.
Downey Jr. and Gosling. I think we have those 2.
Wait, you're predicting De Niro to get snubbed?
No, I have De Niro, but I wasn't sure if everyone else had that. Does everyone have De Niro?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do, yeah.
Okay, so it's the 2 spots that gets weird. I have Coleman Domingo for The Color Purple. I am predicting him to do a Jamie Foxx and get 2 Oscar nominations this year.
Okay.
I think it could happen. I really think it could.
It could.
If any actor's gonna do it, if this,
Yeah, if anyone does that, it's him.
And then my 5th, I have Jeremy Allen White for the Iron Claw.
I could see that because we haven't heard much about that.
Yeah,
so.
we really
And
haven't.
it is
So.
he is coming off of the Bear hype, and he's in like a weird wig, so maybe.
Don't mistake that's makeup. Don't mistake that's makeup.
Let's take makeup.
It's makeup for hair.
Okay. I have Downey Jr., Gosling, De Niro. I have Mark Ruffalo getting in for Poor Things. And then for the 5th slot, I'm taking a risk. I'm going to say Sterling K. Brown for American Fiction,
I
because
can see that.
I've heard he's great in that, and they like him a lot for This Is Us. So
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
that's too crazy.
True. Yeah. For me, I have Downey Jr., Gosling, De Niro. I also have Ruffalo. And for my fifth slot, I'm going with something only the Globes would do, and that's Glenn Howerton for Blackberry.
only the Globes, huh? I think the Critics' Choice could go for him, maybe.
Possibly. There's definitely, I don't know.
But I don't think
But
that's too
definitely.
crazy.
Nah, that's my swing though for that fifth slot.
Take it.
All right.
Our Gold Derby has De Niro, Ruffalo, Gosling, and De Niro.
You said De Niro twice.
Robert Downey Jr., Mark Ruffalo, Ryan Gosling, Robert De Niro. They have Willem Dafoe in that fifth spot for Poor Things.
I could see that, but I
I don't think
Maybe.
they'd go two, though.
I don't think they would do double nomination.
It's
I
not
don't
the
think.
favorite. It's not the favorite. It's the best way.
I think Poor Things is going to be like Spotlight, where people think two are going to in, but it's only one. And in both cases, the only one that gets in is Mark Ruffalo. So
Here's something interesting. Golden Globes nominated none of them.
Did they?
Yeah.
No, they nominated Paul Dano for Love and Mercy.
Oh yeah, right.
So I'm just saying.
So maybe you're right. Maybe Mark Ruffalo does get a crazy snub here, and
Yeah, true.
maybe it literally is the same, but I feel like that's kind of specific.
6 is Dominic Seza for The Holdovers.
The Golden Globes did not go for Lucas Hedges in Manchester by the Sea. Am I right about
Correct.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
And I
But they
think
went to Simon Helberg for Florence Foster Jenkins. 7 is Glenn Howerton for Blackberry.
Hmm.
And then Charles Menton for May, December, and May.
Charles Melton.
Mountain.
I could see.
Maybe.
I don't know, because I'm currently predicting none of the actors for May, December get in, but
Same. But that doesn't mean they can't get in other
yeah,
places.
they definitely can.
It's just the Globes is their own animal, and I think people forget that every year.
Yeah.
True.
All right, Best Director.
Best Director.
Oh boy.
I have 2 people getting in here that I do not have getting in at the Oscars.
Okay.
I'm actually Oh no, I have 4 of them going on to the Oscar.
Top 3. I have
3. Sorry.
top three. I have Nolan, Lanthimos, Scorsese. I don't, Matthew, you don't have Lanthimos, but we can all agree on Nolan and Scorsese, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I have Greta Gerwig for Barbie and Alexander Payne getting in here, but I have them both missing at the Oscars.
I have Payne missing the Oscar.
I do too. I have Celine Song and Jonathan Glazer in at the Oscars, if you're wondering.
That makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
What's your fifth spot?
Oh, Lanthimos. No, I have Celine Song and Jonathan Glazer at the Oscars, and top 3 I have Lanthimos, Scorsese, Payne. Lanthimos, Scorsese, Nolan.
Oh, okay. All right, sorry, I just misheard it. All right, I have Gerwig, Nolan, Payne, Scorsese, and then I have Bradley Cooper for Maestro in that last spot.
Okay.
If anyone's going to do
Possibly.
it,
Maybe.
And one thing we've established with them, they love actors turned directors.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
That is true.
Maggie Gyllenhaal for The Lost Daughter and Regina King for
One Night in Miami.
For One Night in Miami. I almost said Regina King for Beale Street.
She was that good.
We'll
she made everyone think that Barry Jenkins directed that movie. Owen, what's your director?
Yeah, I have Nolan, Scorsese, Lanthimos, Gerwig, and Payne as well.
So we have the same 5.
Yeah. So we have.
Do you have Gerwig and or Payne missing at the Oscars like I do?
I have at least Gerwig missing. I think Payne could get in, and yeah, there's definitely an international slot, so it's either Trier or Glazer, I think, at the Oscars. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I do think Payne's most likely to miss. I mean, they love Green Book, but yet they even give her a director nomination.
Yeah,
It's
well,
true.
And they easily
Payne is
could have.
more respected, but I also think he could just get snubbed because the movie just doesn't look that showy directorially, and I
Exactly.
think there are just more artistic picks they could go for. That plus the allegations against him, like I
Yeah,
could
true.
just see him getting snubbed by the Oscars.
Yeah. So Faris and Owen, your top 5 is the Gold Derby top 5.
Okay,
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Nolan is number 1 with them.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
Nolan's gonna sweep director.
Same.
Like even if like Poor Things wins Best Picture at the Oscars, I think Nolan's gonna win director no
Yeah.
matter what.
Yeah, I do
Yeah,
too.
Nolan, Scorsese, Lanthimos, Gerwig, and Payne in that order.
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper's number 6 for Maestro.
Okay.
Interesting, Ben Affleck is number 7 for Air.
Oh God, they
Celine
might do that.
Song's number
Oh.
8.
Number 8,
Okay.
below Ben Affleck. Jesus.
Wow.
Anatomy,
Definitely.
the director of Anatomy of a Fall is number 9. And interesting
Yeah.
enough, Ridley Scott for Napoleon's number 10.
Ooh.
It's really
Jonathan
interesting.
Glazer for Zone of Interest is 11.
Oh yeah, no way they go for him.
Yeah.
No way they go.
Okay.
For him.
Yeah.
But there you guys go. And then, all right. Next category, screenplay. We'll do screenplay and animated, and then we'll talk about score real quick and then wrap up.
Okay, you can go first, Matthew.
I'm just gonna say what I have: Barbie, The Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, Oppenheimer, Past Lives.
I have that same top 5. I'm hesitant to say Poor Things get snubbed, but also I think when you consider that this is the Globes, like I think Killers is going to get screenplay at the Globes, and so is Oppenheimer. And Past Lives, I mean, even Women Talking managed to get a screenplay nomination. So I think it's getting in. Barbie and the Holders are going to be in too. So I just have Poor Things just missing by default right now.
Yeah.
In screenplay, but I'm definitely looking out for that.
Yeah.
Also worth noting, all of my
Yeah.
top 5 except for the Holdovers is writer directors, and I think if one gets snubbed between the Holdovers and Poor Things, I just think it would be Poor Things.
That's true. That's very true. I have Barbie, Oppenheimer. I do have Poor Things, and I don't know. As much as I like Past Lives and especially the screenplay, I don't know. I don't know if it gets in. I would love to see it get in, but I'm not sure. I have the Holdovers and Killers of the Flower Moon.
I feel like just Past Lives. I just think it's gonna get in here because Women Talking didn't even make Drama Picture, and it still made screenplay in the 5.
Yeah,
That's true. That's
so
true.
that's just kind of my mentality there. Definitely fair enough, though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, Gold Derby has Poor Things number 1.
Whoa. Okay.
It has it
That's
winning.
interesting.
Oppenheimer number 2. Barbie's number 3. Holdovers is 4. Flower Moon is 5. American Fiction is 6.
Wait,
Past Lives is 7.
American Fiction
Oh,
at
wow.
6. Wow. Okay.
Past Lives should be at
That
least
is.
6. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
Anatomy of a Fall is number 8. Maestro
Yeah.
is number 9. And Air is number 10.
I could see them going for Maestro. Like, I think Maestro could get snubbed at the Oscars for screenplay, but
yeah.
I think it could get in screenplay 5 at the Globes. Like, I think it could be the things that the Globes nominate, but the Oscars don't. Kind of like Mank, right?
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I was just looking at the very bottom. Dumb Money is dead last in screenplay. And above it is Next Goal Wins. Bob Marley One Love.
That's funny.
That's crazy.
I just found that funny.
But Bob Marley One Love ain't even coming out this year. They're not
it's in
doing a run.
February
They're
of
not doing a qualifying
2024.
run.
Yeah.
They're not doing a qualifying run. They're just making that an early year movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm opening up the Gold Derby 5 for anime because it's actually the exact same 5 I have.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna say how they have it. Across the Spider-Verse, Elemental, The Boy in the Harem, the Super Mario Brothers movie, and Wish. The Super
That
Mario Brothers is getting in here.
that is my top 5 as well, and I agree. Mario is not getting in at the Oscars, I don't think,
No.
but I think it's going to get in here. They would
Yeah.
go for it.
True, very true. I have TMNT for my 5th slot, but everything else
Wait,
the
what do you
same.
have?
So,
What do you have?
Spider-Verse, Boy and Heron, Elemental, and Super Mario is my 4, and
Oh,
then
so
TMNT as my 5th.
I think unless Wish is like not good, like unless it's like a Lightyear or a Strange World kind of thing, like
Yeah,
I think it would get in here, right?
you would.
I would agree with that.
I guess I'm betting on it. It's not as critically acclaimed or
Well,
acclaimed as I think, but I hope it is.
It's still early.
At the Oscars, I have Nimona getting in over Mario. I do have Wish getting in at the Oscars still because I feel like Wish just I don't know. It's a good formula, and I don't really know if I want to bet
I
against
think
it.
Wish will get a song nomination too.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
So number 6 for them, they have Chicken Run, Dawn of the Nugget.
I think that's definitely possible, but also I feel like just because it's a sequel to such a legendary movie, like it might kind of have like if it's not as good, people will be like people won't really like it that much,
Here's
right?
something interesting about the first Chicken Run. It got a picture comedy musical nomination the first time it came out. So I
Really?
can understand
really
the thinking. It had no chance with, oh God, what was the name of the movie? Almost Famous. There we go.
Okay.
But the movies they nominated that year was Almost Famous, Best in Show, Chicken Run, Chocolat, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
That's a kind of that's an inspired nomination. I actually heard that the creation of the original Chicken Run was what inspired them to make the category of Best Anime Feature, the Oscars, to make that category.
Yeah. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was number 7. Suzam, which is an
Suzume.
Suzume is number 8. The Magician's Elephant is number 9.
What is that? I do not know what that is.
I thought it was some like Netflix like animated. I thought
Nomura is number 10.
10.
Wow.
I think Nomura getting in at the Oscars over Mario, and but
the Globes it makes sense.
I'm partial. Yeah, because even they snubbed Mitchell's, so
yeah,
that's true.
I told the Oscar expert that was going to happen. I told them that.
Told what was going to happen.
That Mitchell's was going to get snubbed.
I
was the person who told them that Flea was ineligible because following their own rules, it's supposed to be ineligible.
Mm-hmm.
Documentaries, they don't allow documentaries to get for anything.
All right. Score.
I did not do score, but however, I think Oppenheimer might win score here.
No, actually, I don't agree because I think Oppenheimer's winning score at the Oscars, but I think Spider-Verse might win here. You want to know why? Because they love Daniel Pemberton.
Seriously, I hope so. I really hope so. I would argue.
Look this up. They nominate him all the time.
They nominated him for the song "Gold" from Gold, the year of La La Land.
I don't even know what that is. They nominated him for Steve Jobs, if I recall correctly. They nominated him for Motherless Brooklyn, which I don't even like. They nominate him for random stuff a lot, and it's weird. And I think they could nominate him for. I think no, they're going to nominate him here, and I think he could maybe win here because
it's possible.
That's interesting. Yeah, it definitely is. Definitely.
But Oppenheimer is obviously going to get in here. I think that Killers of the Flower Moon is going to get in here. I actually have 2 killers in here. I have the Killer and Killers.
Okay.
Because Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, they have their name. Killers of the Flower Moon, I think, is getting in here. 5th slot, I honestly don't even really know at this point. Oh. this is going to be something the Globes go for, but the Oscars won't. I think John Williams for Indiana Jones is going to happen here, but not at the Oscars.
I think the
It
opposite.
could.
I think the
You
opposite.
think it could happen
But
at
really?
the Oscars? I don't think
Yeah,
it
I
happens
really.
at the Oscars.
They didn't
Maybe.
nominate John Williams for any of the new Star Wars, but yet the Oscars did.
Wait. Oh, the Globes didn't nominate John Williams for the Star Wars movies?
Correct.
Okay. Oh, okay.
It's interesting.
Well,
So-
in that case, I could maybe also see them going for Thomas Newman's Elemental score.
Yeah, I
'cause-
can see that.
True.
Let me look up who's doing the score for Wish, because I think that can sneak in here.
I looked that up. It's just a random guy, but also Encanto's score wasn't really composed by a big name, so
Yeah.
that could maybe happen.
Yeah, I'm just looking it up. Oh, Daniel Menster. He has composed Frozen, Moana, Wreck-It Ralph, Tarzan, the original Haunted Mansion, and Brother Bear.
Okay,
Possibly.
that's kind of a...
It's a name to consider at least.
But if Wish is so great, he could easily get nominated.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, that is it for today. That was an interesting live stream. Faris, Owen, thank you so much.
Yeah. No,
Thank you for having me.
problem.
This was a lot of fun.
I'll probably do another one, probably in October. Oh yeah, late October, my Halloween Golden Globes live stream.
Maybe. There we are.
Well, I usually dress up in costume for that Halloween one.
Nice.
So if anyone wants to join in that, feel free.
Definitely.
All right.
Definitely. Great.
If for this time, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.